Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. Now, before we get into today's episode, you may have noticed there wasn't an episode yesterday, and that's because simply it's the festive period. So videos aren't going to be coming daily, Monday to Friday over the next couple of weeks. It's probably going to be every other day or maybe even once every 3 days, just as I take a bit of a break for Christmas. But we will be back Monday to Friday daily episodes from the 4th of January. So we'll just see how many episodes we manage to get through before the new year. But speaking of today's episode, it's taken some time to get to this point. I'm not going to lie. Because of the World Cup, the season doesn't start until the date that we're on now, 27th of January. So I've had to go all the way through from whenever it was that I last spoke to you. I think it was June, maybe even May. We've gone all the way through to January. We've made a couple of transfers. We'll get to them in a little bit, but there's been so many friendlies as well because I just wanted to keep the players fit. Maybe I did too many friendlies in hindsight. I definitely did too many friendlies in hindsight. But we'll start off with the transfer business that we have done. So of course I told you about. I believe I told you about Varghese. If I didn't, no, Varghese joined last season. That's the wrong season. Never mind. But Kingsley Fernandez joined at the end of last season. Definitely showed you him. Ball-winning midfielder is the role that he'll be playing in. Just a bit of extra backup in case of injury to Kone. And of course, Anandraj is getting on a bit. And then Subhash Barua. I don't believe I showed you this guy. He's a fullback or a centre-back. He's got very good tackling, marking and heading. He's 21 years old. He's been sent on loan to Dempo SC, but his contract runs through until the end of next season. So he's one to hopefully come into the side next season. That's my plan anyway. And then Nitesh Aswani is the other man that we got in that I showed you as well as a backup right back. Just plainly a backup, maybe to fight for places alongside Lalmal Sauma and Balakrishnan. There's been a couple more incomings as well since then. Sumit Thapa has been brought in as our goalkeeper. He will be our number one choice goalkeeper for this season. And there's been a big change at goalkeeper, which we'll get to in a minute. In fact, we'll do it now. So yes, I'm looking at my coaching staff. You might be a bit wondering why I'm doing that, but this is why. Because Shahanlal Maloli, he completed his coaching badges. He's not very good at being a goalkeeping coach, but he was getting on a bit and he was wanting to become a goalkeeper coach, and we basically just hired him as a goalkeeping coach. He's no longer a player, so hopefully he can develop and get a bit better in that, because as I said, he's not too good, and it means that we're having to fill up 2 of the coaching spaces with goalkeeping coaches at the minute because Shahanlal Maloli is just so poor. But I like to reward players with coaching roles after they finish playing. So I thought it was only fair. And of course, we brought in Sumit Thapa. So he's our number one goalkeeper and he's replacing Maloli this season. Forgot to mention, with Thapa, we signed him for £15,500. We also spent some money on this guy, Amarjit Singh. I think it was around £39,000 that we paid. £39,000 for the centre midfielder. He can play in a plethora of the roles in centre midfield. We are probably going to use him mainly in the advanced playmaker role. When I brought him in, Sriram Bhupathi was a bit unhappy and he thought that maybe his game time was going to be reduced because of Singh coming in, but I don't think he's going to be played in the box-to-box role. I see him more of an advanced playmaker, despite the fact that it doesn't tell you that here. So looking at the games that we've played since the last episode, of course, we've played lots of friendlies. I won't go through all of them, but we have played in the Durand Cup, and it was one of our better performing Durand Cups, to be quite honest with you. We drew our first game 1-1 against Lone Star Kashmir. They took the lead, but then we managed to bring it back thanks to Singh Pandre in the 62nd minute. Then we beat Punjab FC. In the media predictions before the game, Punjab were expected to batter us, but that didn't happen. They did take the lead, but we managed to pull it back and turn it around to a 2-1 victory. And then the game against Kerala, we needed to win this game to qualify for the knockout stages of the Durand Cup, but we couldn't do it. It was a 0-0 draw against last season's champions. So we knocked out the Durand Cup again without leaving the group stages. And then we went on and played however many friendlies this is. I think there's like over 20 friendlies. A couple of defeats, a disappointing one against Odisha, an expected one against Basel, Many victories, a few draws chucked in there as well, but no defeats since the Odisha game in the beginning of September. As I said, I think it went a bit overboard starting preseason this early. Perhaps the players could have had a rest up until like November time maybe, but it's happened now, and we should be very fresh and raring to go for the opening 2 games of the season against Churchill Brothers in Northeastern. And obviously, because this season is starting so late compared to when it normally does, it's the end of January, there's going to be a lot of games coming thick and fast. You can see our first 2 games of the season. First one is on Friday, the second one's on Sunday, the third one's on Wednesday, and then we've got a Friday again. And it's Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, and then Sunday again, and then we get a week's break, kind of. It's going to be difficult. The season's going to be over quicker than a flash, to be honest. But let's see how we line up for the first match against Churchill Brothers. So this is the lineup and tactic that we're going with for the first game of the season against Churchill Brothers. Now, one of our club vision expectation sort of objective things was to play a more pressing style of possession football. So I've sort of combined the gegenpress and control possession tactic into one here. So you can see in possession, we've got shorter passing, pass at the space, play out of defence, work ball into the box, extremely high tempo and fairly narrow. In transition, we've got take short kicks, distribute to centre-backs, counter and counter-press. And then out of possession, we've got a higher defensive line, a much higher line of engagement, extremely urgent and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We've played this new tactic throughout our friendly games, so hopefully we're accustomed to it. It says that we're rather familiar with it. Not 100%, but that's mainly due to the rules and duties that I've got people playing in. Heading towards the lineup for the day, though, we've got a few players that we would have liked to have played who we can't play because of injury and the fact that they're returning from international duty. So Amarjit Singh is one of the players that we wanted to play. He would have been playing an advanced playmaker role today when Mithran comes in for him. Fernandez is in a ball-winning midfielder role for Musa Kone, who's just recovering from a slight injury that he's had. And then Suhail Pasha, who of course was our starting right winger last season, he won't be our starting right winger this season. That will be Ashok Ali, but he's injured as well. So Suhail Pasha does start the season for us, and he could possibly put his claim on a starting place for the future matches. But elsewhere, we've got Thapa in goal. Balakrishnan is at right back. Maridasan and Singh, our centre-back pairing from last season, remain in their places for this. Varghese is at left back. Bhupathi is the other centre midfielder that I haven't mentioned so far. Sabar is at left wing, and Singh Pandre is still our striker up top. On the bench, we do have the options of Lamal Sauma at right back, Felix Nixon, who didn't get many games last season, Charles Anandraj, experienced ball-winning midfielder, Varun Mather, our backup to the backup for advanced playmaker, and Pravita Raju, who can play anywhere across the wings, as well as Shikara, who is our backup striker for the season. So let's head into the first game of the season against Churchill Brothers away from home and see if we can get off to the best of starts. In fact, let's scratch that because I've not put enough under-22 players in the squad. We need to have at least one under-22 playing in the first 11. Okay. So I'm gonna have to take Singh Pandre off. Shikara is gonna play up front. Singh Pandre can go on the bench, and then I'll bring Ashley Colley onto the bench for Pravita Raju, so that we meet our quota even of under 22 players for this game. So team talk time, and we are going to pump our fists and say, "Come on, lads, show me what you can do." That seems to have motivated a few of them. Let's hope we can get off to a winning start. So first chance of the game, Nongrum with a long ball forward, headed back to their defenders now. Almeida with it. Now it's Maitai. Long ball forward, headed away by Roshan Singh this time. Now we have the ball. Chance for us possibly. Bhupathi with it. Plays it out wide to the right back, Balakrishnan. He's advancing forward now down this right-hand side. Can he get a ball in the box? He gets tackled instead by Rodriguez, and they could be on the counter-attack now, but Maridasan is there, solid at the back as ever with a header. As Saba comes forward now, Shikara. Mithran shoots, and that's off the bar and cleared by Praveen. Good start there from us, though. We look like we like this tactic. Throw in deep in their half. Bhupathi gives the ball back to the throw and take a Balakrishnan. Ball into the box. Saba's there. And Christian Saba has scored our opening goal of the season. It's been coming. We have absolutely battered their goal. I think we've had about 5 or 6 shots on goal so far this game. We're creating lots of chances. Balakrishnan with a beautiful ball in right into that danger area, and Saba with the first touched volley into the left-hand side of the goal to make it 1-0. And we reach half-time at 1-0. We've had 8 shots, 6 on target, an XG of 0.92, and we've yet to allow Churchill brothers a shot on goal. It's a pretty perfect performance so far, but let's not jinx things. We're going to say, with hands on hips, you played well so far, but there's still room for improvement. Let's have a look at how everyone is getting on, and everyone's ratings seem to be pretty okay to me. Nothing too worrying in terms of that. Same with the fitness, so we'll just leave it as it is for the beginning of the second half. And it looks like Mithran's picked up a bit of a knock. He has a potential lower leg injury, so we're not going to risk him for any longer in the game. He's having a pretty average game, to be honest, and we'll bring on Varun Mather in the advanced playmaker role. Just over 10 minutes to go. Mario Dasan isn't having the best of games, which is strange for him at centre-back, so we'll bring Jude Felix-Nixon on in place of him. No reason to make any other changes as of yet. We do still have one change to make, of course, in the next 10 minutes if we need it. And we have a free kick. Bupati to take the free kick. Can he get a goal? This what would be his first goal of the season, of course. Our second of the game. It's off the wall. Bupati gets it back, gives it to Saba. Scored one already. Can he find some space to shoot? He can't. He finds Singh on the left-hand side, strangely for him, the centre-back. Now Mather with the ball in the centre. Shikara to Saba! And Saba, what a way to get your second goal of the game. That's absolutely smashed into the right-hand side of the goal. I thought he was going to shoot a bit earlier. The ball went out to Singh instead. Played more centrally to Fernandez, and then back inside even more to Mather. One touch pass to Shikara, who plays it off to Saba and absolutely smashes that in to the top right-hand side of the goal to make it 2-0 with a few minutes left in the game. Throw in, and that's a foul by Daniel on Saba. Is this going to be a late chance? There's only 40 seconds left in the game. Bupati to take this free kick from the left-hand side, whipped in, and that's gone over everyone, and it's out for a goal kick. I don't really know why that was a highlight, to be honest with you. Yadav with a goal kick. Yeah, it's full time. It's full time. I don't know why that was a highlight, but we'll move on. 16 shots, 11 on target. We have created so many chances today. We've put enough of them away to confirm the victory. 2-0 win to start the season. Very pleased with the result and your performance. And that result, I mean, it's only one game played, but still, that leaves us sitting second in the table, just behind Northeastern FC, who managed to get a 3-1 win at home today against Tidham Road. Great start to the season. Let's hope we can continue that. In fact, we play against Northeastern FC next, so it's early in the season, but it's still a top of the table clash coming up next. So it's time for our second game in as many days, and it looks like we're going to have to make a few changes for this game. There's a change that I want to make, which is Mario Dasan coming out for Sahib. We will put Mario Dasan on the bench though, simply because his game last time out wasn't great. It wasn't what we've come to expect from the centre-back. We're going to have to rest a few players. You can see Bupati and Mithran. Mithran's got a slight injury and they're both lacking a bit in conditioning. Suhail Pasha, Saba and Shikara are all lacking a bit in conditioning as well. So we'll make a few changes and we'll come back to it. Okay, so changes have been made. No further changes to the defensive line or goalkeeper other than the Mario Dasan change for Sahib. But we brought in Amarjit Singh. He's a new signing. He's not played in the league for us, of course, as his debut today in the league. But he's been a very good player in the preseason friendly, so hopefully he can continue that run of form today. Varun Mather comes in the advanced playmaker role for Lennon Mithran, who is, of course, slightly injured. Pravito Raju is in at right wing for Suhail Pasha, who needs a rest. Colley is in at left wing for Christian Saba, who needs a rest. And that's simply because at least I thought we didn't have enough under 22s, but then I just realised Singh is actually an under 22. So we can actually put in Joxon Das at left wing and still fill our quota of under 22 players for the game. So Das is in at left wing instead of Saba, and then Singh Pandre returns to the starting lineup in place of Ayush Shikara, who drops down to the bench as he's lacking a bit in conditioning. But let's hope for a similar result to the first game of the season. It's, of course, a big game. We can go top of the table very early in the season by defeating Northeastern FC today. So let's see if we can do that. So we're just going to do the same team talk. Pump fists. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do. It seems to have motivated Roshan Singh. It looks like this is a free kick for us. Varghese is going to take it on this left-hand side. Long ball in the box. Raju's there. And Pravito Raju has scored. Varghese with a very high looping ball into the box. He didn't have much of a run-up for his free kick. I was a bit concerned that was just going to go straight to the goalkeeper. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing. In fact, as Raju just has the easiest of goals to take there, as the goalkeeper came running out before the kick was even taken. And it's a corner now. Raju to take it, the goal scorer. Looped into the box, punched away by the goalkeeper this time. It's fallen to Fernandez. He gets tackled, and Kumar plays a long ball forward. The defence should be picking that up. Balakrishnan does that very well. And Thapa clears it towards Singh Pandre. Doesn't win it, though, and the ball is back with Northeastern. Played all the way back to their goalkeeper, though. Long ball forward. Zubair takes it down nicely. Justin is through on goal, and that's over the bar. Jobby Justin, of course, a danger man that we're more than well aware of now after 6 seasons, or at least 5 seasons completed in the Hero I League. As we get to half-time, and we are 1-0 up. It's a great performance. We're on course for the top of the table as it stands. You played well so far, but there's still room for improvement, is what I'll say, as there's only 2 players that are on 7 or more in the rating, so there's still a little bit of room to get a bit better. No one's on less than a 6.5, which is what I rate as being a poor performance, and conditioning-wise, everyone seems to be okay too, so we'll just head straight back in to the second half, and hopefully we can get a bit of a bigger lead. Varghese with a throw in deep in Northeastern's half. It's thrown straight to them, though, and Kumar clears it. Now it's Zubair. Can they get on the attack? Mu Yosef clears it further, but Balakrishnan intercepts. Long ball forward. Singh Pandre's through, and that's a good save from Bhattacharya. Throw in for Northeastern, intercepted by Raju, but it's back with Northeastern now at the back. More Yosef, ball forward, looking for Justin, missed by the defender. Justin's in, good save from Thapa. Excellent save. Jobby Justin is, as I said, a danger man. He's scored against us many times in the past. Das with the corner kick headed away by Kingsley Fernandez, and that should hopefully be the end of the highlight. Maybe not, as the ball's whipped in again, but Roshan Singh is there to header it away for a corner kick. And it's highlight city here. Sahib with a long ball forward. Singh Pandre's through on goal. Singh Pandre shoots, and it's in. It's 2-0. We've doubled our lead. Ranjit Singh Pandre, just the most route one of football, considering we're a possession-based side. Sahib, long ball forward over the top of the defenders. Singh Pandre, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and just placed it past him. It's his 3rd goal of the season, and we're 2-0 up, and we're looking good for that 2-goal lead. Northeastern with a throw-in. Alan Deary with the ball. Plays it left to Solomon, running down his left-hand side. Ball into the box, headed away by Singh. And that's going to come to Mo Yosef to continue the attack towards Justin. Headed away again. Is Das going to win it? He is. It's going to be an opportunity for us, it looks like. Das moving forward with the ball. Skips past one defender. Shoots. And what a goal that is. What a goal from Joxon Das. Took it all himself. I thought at one point he was going to play his teammate through, but he didn't even need to. He picks the ball up here with the interception inside our own half. He runs past one, skips past Singh, and smashes it from the edge of the box into the top right-hand side of the goal. And it's 3-0. Throw in for Northeastern. It's Alan Deary on this right-hand side now. Lalram Shlova. More Yosef, ball forward, intercepted by Varghese. Singh Pandre's going to get the ball from Varghese and somehow manages to hold on to that. Now it's Singh. Through ball to Mather. Varun Mather shoots. Raju's there. And Raju gets his 2nd goal of the game. It's 4-0 now. Northeastern FC, I thought, after one game of season, which is a bit ill thought out of me, I thought they were going to be our contenders for the title this season, but it seems not to be the case, as we are battering them 4-0. Mather with not the best of shots, straight at the goalkeeper, but very fortunate for that to deflect into the path of Raji, who just easily placed that away. And now he's on a hat-trick. And we get to the 75th minute, and Roshan Singh is looking knackered out there, and he's on a yellow card. So we're going to bring on Mario Dasan in place of him. Kingsley Fernandez not having the best of games. We've got Anandraj on the bench, so I think we'll use him in the ball-winning midfielder role as well. But other than that, we'll just leave things as they are. Free kick deep in their own half for Northeastern. Lalring Maula with the ball. Plays it back to More Yosef. Ball forward, and Varghese should be doing better there, intercepting that. Alan Deary with the ball for Northeastern as they move forward with it. Lalang Maula to Das. Das skips past our defender. We need to get a tackle in. Lalang Maula back to More Yosef. They don't seem like they know how to get through our defence. and they give the ball straight away to us. Singh Pandre with a nice pass to Raju, who's on a hat-trick. Surely he's going to take it himself. He's not. Plays it back to Singh instead. Now it's Anandraj, the substitute, to Das in a bit of space. Now Mather, back to Das, and that is beautiful football. What a beautiful goal. Joxon Das, second goal of the game for him as well. It's 5-0 now. It was a beautiful passing display. Singh played it to Anandraj. Anandraj, one touch to Das, and then Das finds Mather 1-2 with him, and Das just places that into the bottom right-hand side of the goal, and we're somehow winning 5-0 with arguably half of our reserves, or half of our backup squad. And it doesn't look like it's over. Thapper with a long ball forward. And their goalkeeper's going to come and collect that. Plays that back towards Zubair. Defender missed the ball. Zubair's through on goal. And that's hit the bar. We managed to somehow hold on to the clean sheet. That was very risky defending there as the full-time whistle blows. And it's a 5-0 win in our second game of the season. And pretty sure that sends us top of the table. Indeed it does. We are top of the table on goal difference. Dempo SC have also won their first 2 games this season. They beat Arrows today by 3-2. But what a start to the season. We're looking very good. We're looking like we could be, touch wood, title contenders again this season. Let's hope so, because no offense to Chennai City or India, but I've been at this club for, this is our 6th season now, and the whole point of this series is to try and win every single league in the playable nations in the game, and we've not won one yet. So looking ahead to the next episode, and there's no rhyme or reason as to why I'm picking these games, but we'll play the games against Chidham Road and Mohammedan in the next episode. Meaning off camera, we will play against last season's champions Gokulam Kerala, Indian Arrows, Kashmir FC, and the champions from the season before, Punjab FC. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. Have a Merry Christmas and an even better New Year. And I'll see you next time.